I don't know if you guys saw this, but there is a video, I wouldn't quite call it viral, going around about Amin Thompson answering NBA trivia questions, draft trivia, like player A was drafted, player B was drafted, who got picked higher. Amin Thompson went like 14 for 15. Look, I take that seriously. I think that it's important to know the history of the game. If you know 14 of 15 guys and where they were drafted in the NBA, it tells me you have some basketball sense. It tells me you're high basketball S2E.
Well, to me, it tells me that you're a student of the game, that it's not just about you and what you're about to do. It's about who got the sport and, the entire game of basketball to the level that has given you the opportunity that it's given you. And Charles used to always say he never, ever missed an opportunity to shake a hand and thank a guy from a previous generation for doing what they did, playing how they played, getting to a point where he could do what he does. And I think that that's kind of like student of the game-esque. We've heard about his work ethic. He's a basketball junkie, which some people are crapping on, saying that's a bad characteristic to have.
Right.
It could be a lot worse. And if you also know the history and some of the play, great.
I'd rather a guy be a basketball junkie than not be a basketball junkie. Do I think it matters a whole lot? Probably not a whole lot.
Well, I think it does.
I mean,
if you're coming in the league and you have a less than stellar jump shot too, if you're James Harden,
you're talking about putting in the work. I meant more about being a student of basketball trivia.
Oh no! I mean that's nice to have, right? And it's good that you can appreciate where the game's been and some of the great players in the game. But to me, if you're a gym rat and a basketball junkie,
give me that.
That's a huge plus.
I want a guy who lives in a gym.
I can't believe people were crapping on that and going, is he going to wear out, burn out, do all these things? At this point in his life, if he hasn't worn out and burned out and he still loves getting the money now and getting a taste of it, if he still loves going to the gym and working on getting better, give me that guy.
Yeah, it is a weird criticism. It
just got under my skin so much when I heard multiple people say that.
That guy works hard. How dare him?
I'd rather have him in the strip club or in the club until 3 a.m. or taking a private jet to some club in Miami or Atlanta.
It's more about the fact that look, he's young. He played in a garbage basketball program before this, so I can't imagine his coaching was great.
The overtime elite is trash, huh?
Yeah. It's not fun to watch.
I kind of don't disagree.
It's that he's a gym rat and his jump shot is real broke.
It is.
But that's what I want him to work on.
I know, but that's concerning. That it's great. He's spending all this time in the gym, but dude, your jump shot is still broke.
Yeah, but at the same time, Joe, you can say that, but say that all of the other skill sets that he has, he's athletic, he can defend, he can do pass, he can dribble.
100%. But there are some people who are really keen on the fact that his jump shot's not good right now. I think it will come in time. Even if it doesn't, he can still be a great player.
Man, I don't know if I think it will come in time. I'm hopeful it'll come in time.
Well, because look, I've seen both sides of the spectrum too. I've seen Dwight Howard, who has all the talent in the world, and had all the resources in front of him from Carol Dawson and Kevin McHale and others to teach him how to be better offensively, and he just would rather be anywhere else, doing stupid stuff, than honing in on his craft.
No, it's great from the fact that it's leadership. It's what we talked about James Harden. James Harden's here. What's most likely going to happen? He's going to go to the strip club. It's not really an issue that he goes to the strip club. It's the four guys
he takes
with to the strip club. Where I'm at Thompson, if he's a gym rat, you're hopeful that those four guys are then in the gym with him, and that maybe it benefits Jalen Green's jump shot versus his own.
Yep.
But I think that's the main criticism that people have had when they say, "Oh, he's in the gym all the time." Is well, dude, your jump shot sucks.
I think that sometimes too, those people can be a little awkward, socially awkward. I don't think that's the case with Amin Thompson.
I don't either.
He kind of lights up a room. He jokes around on interviews. I don't get that feel with Amin Thompson at all. There's some dudes who are gym rats or they're always in the cages and they're kind of difficult to deal with. They're not personable. They're not fun. I don't get that with Amin Thompson. And do I think that personal stuff matters, their personal traits? I think it matters a little. I don't think it matters a ton. But I think Amin Thompson's I think he's charismatic. I will be honest with you.
These guys are really both the twins. Really endearing.
Exactly.
The video going around yesterday that was big was there was a breakaway. And one of them wanted an alley-oop. Mm-hmm. And then they were apologizing to each other. And it's hey man, I really wanted the oop there.
Do you know their middle name?
No. Wait, time out. Their middle name? Which means
they have the same middle name.
Okay.
It is spelled XLNC. That is their middle excellence. Their middle name is spelled XLNC.
Look,
both of their middle names are XLNC.
At least it's a middle name.
Excellence.
It's going to be on their license plate.
Maybe. But maybe both of them. The good thing they're in different states. So I think that he's high S2E for 3 really stupid reasons. The first one's because he answers NBA trivia questions good. The second one, have you seen some of his passes?
Oh, yeah.
Some of his passes are like, you need good basketball IQ to be able to make these passes. The one I saw yesterday, like he left the ground 2-on-1 fast break at the rim. He left the ground and like he passed it, but he still faked the layup to get the defender in the air away from his teammate. Yep. Some of these bounce passes where he leads his teammate to the rim. I love the way he passes the basketball. And look, it's no surprise. This was like his biggest strength coming into the NBA. And some of his turnover numbers are too high. Like he needs to borrow a term from Kelvin Sampson, learn to hit a single instead of trying to hit a home run every single time. And that's part of being a rookie in the NBA and developing into being a good point guard, is that you're not always looking for the highlight reel pass. Sometimes you're just making the steady pass, the pass that's not going to lead to a turnover. But his passes to me are high basketball IQ.
Yeah, no, that's why I say, fair point and criticism that you and Joe both mentioned about his shooting ability or lack thereof. But when you're in the gym all the time and you've developed the handles and the ability to pass the ball and see the floor the way he does, defend and be athletic on both ends of the floor, there's just so much positive there to work with that you realize even if he doesn't fully get the jumper, especially if he's playing a position where he's really required to distribute the ball first, you're going to be just fine.
I bullish with his passing ability. I see a little Ricky Rubio in him, to be honest with you.
Ricky Rubio, that's quite a compliment because
see some Ricky Rubio's
a really good passer.
I see some Ricky Rubio in him. Now, he's going to be able to pass from day one. His biggest adjustment is that he's going to have to limit the turnovers. Because I think he even had like 4 turnovers a game with overtime elite. That needs to come down.
I think the other thing, the other big adjustment he's going to have to make is he's playing against grown men every night.
Oh, yeah.
So I think instead of playing overtime elite where you're playing just glorified high school kids, you're going to have to play against grown men that are collecting checks too, that are going to be stronger than you, that are going to be, more, I don't know, more athletic, since Rafael Stone called him the most athletic guy that's ever walked in their gym.
Super athletic.
But I think that you're going to be in for a rude awakening early in how physical and athletic the guys you're going against are going to be every night now.
Here is the final third of 3 stupid reasons of why I think Amin Thompson is very high S2E. Listen to Amin Thompson praise and scout the game of his fellow rookie, Cam Whitmore.
Cam, super athletic, a good shooter, can really break somebody down off the dribble. I say he's like a freight train, to be honest. Like, even if you stay in front of him, he put you in the paint, dunk on you, great second jump. He was at the top of my board. So
Amin Thompson could have been on the ESPN draft coverage and been better than anybody on that stage, with the exception of JJ Redick.
I was going to say, don't mess with my boy JJ.
This was a really great scouting report on fellow rookie Cam Whitmore. They asked Cam Whitmore like the same question about Amin, and Whitmore's like, "Oh yeah, he's good at basketball." And that's no knock on Whitmore, because I bet you every rookie is going to answer the question the way that Cam Whitmore did. Amin Thompson broke down that dude's game better than any draft analyst can.
What was the one key that really told you how much he knows and what he's really studied and watched?
Which part?
His second jump.
His second jump.
When he mentioned second jump,
this was an elite scouting report.
That's a kid that realizes not just, hey, this guy can finish if I give him the rock. He understands that, like, on offensive rebounds and on opportunities around the basket, the guy gets back off the floor quickly. Not a lot of guys are that savvy.
I think he's high S2E.
I don't disagree with that.
I think he has the 3 stupid reasons. I'll concede that these are 3 stupid reasons to think that Amin Thompson's high S2E. I think he's got some basketball IQ. I'm excited to see him in the summer league, see if it translates to the floor a little bit.
Well, I think that's the first version, because remember what really turned me off right away on Josh Christopher was,
oh my goodness,
he got in the summer league and he thought he was going to be like the all-star hero MVP of the league, shooting just every single time he touched the ball. And you're like, oh, that's going to be a problem.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
It was
but
so hard watching him.
If Amin Thompson goes in there and immediately starts trying to provide some organizational structure on the floor for this team, and moving and swinging the basketball, finding the open guy, you're going to be excited.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to summer league. I really am, because I think he's high S2E.